This is Priya, Assistant Professor, representing RMDEC. So, in this lecture, we will be for the attribute data model in Java. The previous lecture of attribute data model covered about what is spatial data, what is an attribute data, and what is a data model. And in that, we saw certain types of data models. We are having the hierarchy, network, relational, and object-oriented data model. And then the first three data models has been covered in the previous lecture. So you can refer to the previous video lecture for all these things. So in this video lecture, we will be speaking about relational data model and object-oriented data. So tabular hierarchy network on the data model once used at the beginning of the GIS era. But now in today's trend, relational data model and object-oriented data model are the one which is in use. So relational data. So relational data model is quite similar to your tabular data model. But in tabular data model, we are going to have only one single table. In that particular single table, you are going to store all your data. But when you are referring for a particular data, you want to fetch for data, it is for you to recover the data back if the volume of the data is higher. So, but in relational data model, you're going to have multiple tables with it. So, for one particular spatial data, you're going to store attributes. The attributes will be divided into certain constraints or certain characteristics value. So, each characteristic is going to have separate tables for it. So, when you're going to store it as a data model, the first table will be referred as your base table. In this example or in this figure, you can see an employee table. For this example, this is the base table. The base table is going to have the basic characteristics or attributes like the employee number, employee name, and department number. So the basic or main details about or attributes about the spatial data will be covered in the base table, and multiple table will be connected or joined with your base table. Base table is going to have certain tables joined with it. That tables will also contain the attribute data of the spatial data. So for example, we can say that, so this is the base table. As we said, employee table is the base table. So here you're going to have employee number, name, and department number. For this particular table, employee number is a primary. So we know each table is going to have a primary for identifying the column. If you're taking one row, sorry. So if you're taking one row now, in that particular row, you want to identify a number to fetch the data. If I'm searching for Miller in the table now, I want to know about a unique value of Miller. So somebody, two or more people can have same names also. I cannot fetch the data by using data that is in a multiple way. So each column will be having one unique identity value for fetching the data. So that data will be called as a primary key. So in this table, employee number is a primary key. So this is the base table. Along with this base table, two more tables are connected or joined together. So for communicating or for connecting two or more tables, we want a foreign key. Now we know what is a primary key. Primary key is used only in that particular table. It cannot be accessible or it cannot be used for referring to two or more tables. But when two tables are joined together, for finding a data, we will be using a foreign key there. So in this case, the first in the first joined table, employee name. So that is common with both the table. Both employee number and employee name is common with the base table. In the second table, employee number alone common with the both the table. So when you're considering the first joint table, either you can have employee number or employee name. So in the base table, two foreign keys are present in this diagram. So you can have a single foreign key also, but you can also have multiple foreign. So in the base table, they are having two foreign keys. The one is employee number and employee name, or else also they can have employee number alone in a foreign key because that is repeated in both joint table, in employee table and also in employee department table. Employee number is a common data. Either they can be having the both primary and foreign key in an employee number, or also suppose in the first joint table, employee Lee name is a common between two. Now they should have an employee Lee name, L name as a foreign key also. To find it simple or to learn it simple. So this is a base table. Employee number is a primary key as well as the foreign key. The primary key is used for fetching the data in a unique manner. I want to fetch a data, I should know the unique value of that particular data so that I can fetch the data. So this is your primary key. Coming to your foreign key, common value present in both the table will be called as a foreign key. So in this employee number is also a foreign key. So in the first joint table, that is your employee table, we are having two columns. One is your employee number, the other one is employee name. So in this table, employee number is a primary key as well as employee number is a foreign key to refer to the base table. In the second joint table, that is your employee department table, employee number is a primary key as well as a foreign key to refer to the base table. So this is how a relational data model will be there. You're going to have a spatial data. The particular spatial data is going to have a certain attribute data to it. Those attribute data are going to be stored in a table format. So the first table will be called as a base table. Base table is going to have the importance or the basic information about the spatial data. That base table is going to be joined together with the multiple number of tables. So these multiple tables also will be having the attribute data of that particular spatial data. If I want to know about the some data of the spatial data, first thing I will be referring is your base table. If the data is not present in the base table, by using a foreign key, it will be going to the joined table of the base table and it will be seeing for the related content. So this is how a relational data model works. So this is the how actually it works. So the first map, this is the spatial data, and that spatial data is connected with the attribute table 1. So attribute table 1 is the base table here. So it is going to have certain attribute data of it, and also the base table is connected to another one table called as attribute table 2, which is the joint table to the base table. So in this, suppose I want to find the age of the land, I will be first referring to the base table. Base table, if age is not present, means we are going to search for the age in the joint table. So by using a foreign key, you will be mapping to the joint table. In the joint table, you will be referring to the age of the particular land. So this is how mapping happens in your relational data model. So the next relational data model is object-oriented data model. So here you're going to have entities and corresponding attributes to it. So entity is nothing but the real world data. So real world data and what are the attributes present along with it and the relationship between the entity and the attributes. So these are the symbols for doing your ER model. The first one is entity. So rectangle represents the entity, and using the diamond symbol, you will be representing the relationship between your entity and the attribute. So attribute will be represented using oval, and weak entity relationship. So weak entity means it is not going to have any primary data, or it will not be having any characteristics of it without a parent entity. So it is going to have a parent entity. It will be associated with the parent entity, but without the parent, it is not going to have any meaning for it. So that is your weak entity. And weak entity relationship to represent the relationship between the weak entity. So we will be representing the double diamond symbol. And the next one is multi-valued attribute. Multi-valued attribute means it can have any number of data to it. In attribute, in a single attribute, we are having only one data, but in a multi-valued attribute, it can have any number of values. And key attribute. So we know what is the primary key. So when you're representing your ER diagram, there also you're going to represent a primary key of an entity. So by using an oval, that of course we are going to do it in an oval symbol. And if it is underlined, so that is called as a primary attribute of that particular entity. So now see and complete the example about the ER model. So here you are going to have 4 entities. So student, class, lecture, and subject. So these are the 4 entities present here. 4 entities are having certain attributes related to it. So student is going to have a student ID, a student name, address, and the class ID. So lecture is going to have some attributes to it. Subject is going to have some attributes, and class is going to have some attributes. Now here you are going to represent the relation between 2 or more entities present here. So the entity student and class, the relationship between the student and class is student is going to attend the class, and student and lecturer is going to teach the students, and class and subject is a class is going to have multiple subjects, and lecturer will be teaching the subjects. So this is how the relationship between the entities will be represented. So this is about your object-oriented data model, and in this lecture we covered about the relational data model and object-oriented data model.